Models don't see tables the way we do. They see numbers arranged in two simple shapes, vectors and matrices. The names sound intimidating, but I promise they're not. A vector is just a list of numbers, and a matrix is just a grid of them. Let's build both, from apartments we already know. Take a single apartment, 1,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 15 years old. Line those 3 facts up in order, wrap them in brackets, and you have a vector, an ordered list of numbers. Order matters. The first slot is always size, the second bedrooms, the third age. Change the order, and you change the meaning. How big is a vector? Just count its numbers. This one holds 3, so we call it three-dimensional. Here's a friendly way to picture it. 2 numbers can pin down a point, exactly like coordinates on a map. 3 numbers locate a point in a room, and more numbers keep going, into spaces we can't draw. A vector is both a list and a point in space. One apartment is one vector, but a dataset has many. Watch what happens when we stack their vectors, 1 row per apartment. The stack, wrapped in one big pair of brackets, is a matrix. And this matrix is simply our whole dataset of apartments. Every matrix has a shape. How many rows, by how many columns? Count down the side, 5 apartments, so 5 rows. Count across the top, size, bedrooms, age, 3 columns, 5 by 3. We call this feature matrix capital X. The prices sit beside it as their own column, a vector we call Y, one label for every row. To grab one apartment, we index it by its row. X at position 2, counting from 0, pulls out the third apartment, as its own vector. Add a second index for the column and you land on a single number. This apartment's bedroom count. A row gives you a vector. A row and a column give you one value. So why arrange data like this? Because it makes predicting easy. The model keeps a weight for every feature, a number saying how much that feature pushes the price, and in which direction. Bigger size pushes the price up, so its weight is positive. More age tends to push the price down, so its weight is negative. Each feature is paired with its own weight. Now the magic step. Multiply each feature by its weight, one pair at a time. 1,200 times 0.2 is 240. 3 bedrooms times 20 is 60. 15 years times -2 is -30. Add them up, 270, then add the baseline of 70, and out comes the prediction, about $340,000. That pattern, multiply pairwise, then add, is called the dot product. It's the heartbeat of nearly every model you'll meet. So the scary words were friendly all along. A vector is a list of numbers, one sample, or the labels. A matrix is a grid, the whole dataset, rows for samples, columns for features. Index it to pull out a row or a single value. And a weighted sum, the dot product, turns a feature vector into a prediction. Next, a crucial warning. Why correlation is not the same as causation.